38.
38. And we're back.
We got fat, ladies and gentlemen.
Fat as hell.
In high spirits today's special Saturday emergency broadcast.
It is an emergency.
It's not an emergency, it's more just... Well, our schedules just don't match up. We would actually be a great married couple. We'd see each other once a week, maybe.
Yeah. And then
busy schedule.
I was thinking about how our podcast really is the perfect cheating excuse. Because nobody ever knows it, nobody listens to it.
There's just a cardboard cutout of
so I could just leave my house for a few hours on a random weeknight.
There's got to be when you get a hotel to cheat. There's got to be for whoever the counter knows.
Oh yeah,
they have to.
Yeah. There's a vibe. Even going I remember going to a motel or something with my high school girlfriend,
because you never have a place to go.
Yeah, and the vibe we gave off is I remember the lady at the counter being like, "Are you guys having a party?" And we were like, "No," and she's like, "Well, just tell me now because it'll be way better for both of us if you just let." And we were like, "No."
And then she's like, "Are you guys gonna fuck?"
Yeah. She's like, "What positions are you guys gonna get into tonight?"
Yeah, thank God it wasn't a super Christian
It might have been. It was a Red Roof Inn.
Punching her pearls.
Yeah. No, she was a down. She was we've seen some wild.
Yeah.
shit,
Oh yeah, motel. Yeah, it's either really sad or motels are really only fun probably at that age.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. And then that same motel I went to with some friends, and we were trying to have a party, and they asked us then. And we were like, yeah. And then we went to the room, and there was just a stiletto heel on the ground. I'm like, you guys you missed that?
You're trying to say you're some upscale place?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it was crazy. But I just remember, and then I remember being with friends, and I think I was with my cousin, and we got this shitty motel to have friends over. And then my brother invited me to an older kid party, and I left my friends at the fucking.
That's probably better.
Yeah, I don't remember because now that I say it, I'm like, wow, what a scumbag move. But I think they had plans too. They already had people coming over, so I didn't.
Yeah.
Feel, but I do remember them being like, "You're leaving? You just got the hotel."
It was in your name?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta go drink Four Loko somewhere else.
Genuinely, I drank a Four Loko that night, and what it was the first time me and my brother ever partied. It was the first time he acknowledged me as another grown up. He was having a party.
Oh, you did the old motel trick.
Yeah. Tell me at a motel, he'll invite you to a party.
Yeah, so speaking of ditching your friends, I kind of did a bad thing.
What?
You have to understand, I'm going through, regular listeners know I'm going through a rough patch right now. Yeah, anyone who follows the show knows that.
Been following along,
yeah.
I think it's just a rough patch in life right now. I think everybody is. But,
yeah.
Well, except for the people that are doing well.
Yeah.
They seem to be having a good time.
Yeah.
But go on, sir.
Specifically with the ladies.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to be more express gratitude.
Yeah.
Either internally or expressing gratitude towards people that I'm grateful for.
When you say expressing gratitude,
it sounds kind of creepy.
No.
I'm jizzing on them without them knowing about it.
Yeah, you're either internally or... I'm trying to express my gratitude, whether internally or all over their big fat tits.
Yeah, it does sound like I'm talking to a psychologist, a fucking joke or two, outtakes.
Yeah, they're like, no, when you say express gratitude, I mean jizzing.
Yeah. You're on a Greyhound bus, just jerking off.
It's the funniest term for jizzing. Sorry to bring up other more famous comedians.
So I go to the bar to meet my friend, right? Saturday. So I got out of work early enough where I was like, fan. Well, first of all, no one watches the show.
Yeah,
Second
of all, what are they going to do? Show up?
Yeah.
Big fan.
No, he would not be a big fan. Listen to this.
Okay.
So I go sit by myself and wait for him, and there's this girl probably I don't know, like maybe a few years older than me.
Oh, okay.
And then she's like, "Oh, someone's sitting there," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then she's like, "No, I'm just kidding."
Freak out Dragon's
Then I start crying.
That reminds me, in college, there was this kid that, looking back, had like severe autism.
Oh, yeah.
On the track team. I feel real bad. But one time he left his towel at our house, and like he came to our party, and this couple was hooking up in the room that his towel was, and he was like, "I need to get my towel," and we were like, "Well, they're like, can you just
they're wiping jizz off with that towel, bro? You don't."
And he wouldn't leave. Like he was like getting so mad. He's like, "No, I need to go home with my towel." And I look back,
it's a
and I
shitty
feel
towel
so
from
bad.
Target.
Yeah, it was like it had MRSA on it for sure.
Dude, that fucking loser got to go to college parties, or I guess
he's the same. He's the same kid I think I told you about, where he got drunk on our couch and we woke him up to like move him.
Yeah,
and I picked him up and told him he had to drive home. He was like, "Don't make me drive home," and I scooped. I was like, "You got to get in your car. You got to." He's like, "No." And I moved him to a bed.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
the thought of him thinking he was about to be forced to drive home is very.
I think that's my vibe at every party I've been to.
No. This was he wore zip off jeans and.
Well, I just
nice guy. I feel bad.
I remember one time I was at a party and some girl left her sweater on the couch, and she's like, "Can someone go grab my sweater?" We were leaving, and I went and get it. There's other people sitting on the couch now, and I take the sweater up, and they're like, "Really? You wore that sweater?" I was like, "Oh, this isn't mine." I just walked away with it.
You had no explanation. He just said it's not mine.
They're like, "What the fuck did you just steal that shit?"
Sorry, go back to your. I've interrupted.
Yeah,
story. My bad.
so she's like, "Oh, someone's sitting here," and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." And she's like, "No, I was just kidding."
Was she were you attracted to her? Were you?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, yeah.
Quivering. Okay.
Yeah, she was an attractive woman. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But so we start talking a little bit, and then like she was like hitting on me pretty heavy, and I was like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah!" And then my friend shows up, and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
You forgot?
Well, no, it's like. I was like, I might be able to like bang this chick, but I gotta hang out with my friend now. Like, what do I do? Like, I have to make a decision. Do I be a dick and just?
If it's me, you give me one. You point at the girl and you give me a look, and I go, "Say less, bro. I'll leave."
But then she did me no favors. She was actually kind of mean because Spencer went up to introduce herself. She said, "I don't care."
Well, she was dick drunk.
Well, imagine like going to introduce yourself and she's like, "I don't care about you."
I feel like that's happened to me so many times.
So I was like, well, I guess the three of us aren't gonna hang out. She made it pretty clear she only wants to talk to me. So
that's gotta feel kind of nice though, too.
But I was like, man, because I'm so not that type of person. But it had been so long, and I was like, fuck, dude, I really got to do this. Yeah. But I had to. I hope he understands. I'll send him a text message eventually.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that
he banged her. Yeah, they ended up leaving.
No, I thought you were saying you ditched her to hang out with him, and I'm like, dude, any fellow would understand.
No, definitely not. Yeah, no, okay, but
he drove in from North Carolina.
Yeah, but it's so funny. She's like, "I don't care. Don't talk to me." And I was like, well, at that point, I was like, "Wait a second. That's rude as fuck. I don't want to talk to you anymore."
I've dealt with that so much with like dating a girl or just talking to a girl, and they meet my friends, and I had a couple of girls say some like really racist shit to my friend before, and I had to be like, "Oh, come on, guys!" Yeah. And then they start fighting, and I'm like, "Well, what do you?" And then I get mad at my friend because I'm like, "Can't you let a little racism slide just this once?"
Part of being a wingman is sometimes you got to go. Come on, buddy.
Sometimes you have to be offended to your core.
Forget the moral high ground. But anyway, but then like eventually she starts giving off like kind of like red flags or whatever. But then she said, "Do you want to kiss on the lips right now?"
She's got to be divorced. This has got to be.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
I was like, I did the right thing. I was like, "Oh, I just met you, and
this is crazy."
But here's my number.
So kiss me, lady.
Yeah,
that would have been the most baller. Like, listen, I just met you. This is crazy. But you're right. Kiss me,
let's
lady.
make out. Yeah, I rhyme.
Yeah. Dude,
I say it like out loud so other people can hear.
Girls love when guys rhyme. They get so turned down. They're like, oh my god. Did you just take a Carly Rae Jepsen
member of
song?
the bar.
You took a Carly J. Jepsen song and made it your own. Whoo.
Hot and bothered.
So did you smooch?
No, dude. I was like in my head. I was like, I can't. Something's up. Something's fishy. I'm not ready yet for that. So
yeah, that is weird when a girl asks.
Yeah. But not saying that it hasn't happened before.
Right.
But
when the vibe is kind of weird, I got you.
But anyway, I was like, I'll put your number in my phone or whatever. And then like a couple minutes go by, and I was like, wait a second. I think I want to make out with this chick at the bar. Actually, anyway, I think I changed my mind.
With the same girl?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right.
No, we didn't do it.
Oh, you just realized later you did.
Well, I realized because she said, "No, my boyfriend's here."
What is going on in the world, dude?
She's
Up
like,
is down, left is right.
She's like, my boyfriend's here. He's the owner. I think that's just the owner's crazy hot girlfriend or some shit.
What if he's into it? What if he's like, I have to be back behind the bar?
Just some guy with one of those knit Irish caps, just like drinking like bullet bourbon.
Cigarette behind his ear that he never smoked.
I just want to go home with my wife. What the fuck is
No, I think that's something because he can't be hanging out with her, so he's like, just go out, kiss somebody on the lip.
Yeah, get them all revved up. I was like, I thought it was like a couple bikers were gonna jump me or something.
Oh, maybe.
He's got a big fat black eye.
I did smooch though. I smooched the lips.
So but then eventually my friend, he was just like. I could tell he was pissed that I didn't like talk to him. But
I get in the moment maybe, but he forgives you.
Yeah, it sucks because I'm trying to be a good friend. I was like, well, at least I got friends in my life. I want to be like a good friend.
Right.
Maybe I'll get married one day. Who can I invite? You know.
Right. You're trying to set that part.
Yeah. I'm trying to have like You're
trying to really get the groomsmen list going.
But it sucks so hard because I didn't even hook up. I just embarrassed myself.
No,
I was like, fuck, dude.
That's not a bad. Stuff like that. You know what I've always felt like? Like, there's girls that, like, go out and try to just, like, embarrass guys. And I'm like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's how you spent your night, like, trying to, like, play with my...
He said he'd make out with me.
Yeah, it's like, I came to the bar trying to hook up, and everyone knows that. So, you look stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's so funny. I came here to hook up. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows that. I walk in the door, everybody knows it. Well, dude, I always wanted to do this as a bit on stage. Like, anytime because anybody that's going out and getting hammered is usually single or like,
Yeah.
So every time you see a guy just like in an alleyway stumbling, puking, like in his head, he was bringing a girl home later tonight, and that's just
he manifested.
He just kept drinking, trying to find the girl, and he didn't, and now he's puking and like punching aside. Yeah, you're just like, those really are the two options.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm going out tonight. I'm either coming back with somebody or I'm puking.
Self-destruct. Like either victorious or die on the battlefield.
Yeah, and I do, but there's something really funny to that because you always feel so bad. You see somebody, and you're like,
well, I know a dude.
Like, he was just trying.
I know a dude, a mutual friend. I was close, but. No, he got in a fist fight playing golf on like a Sunday.
Somebody I know?
No. A mutual friend told me about this other guy. Sorry, I apologize.
No.
I failed English.
Me fail English?
Yeah,
that's impossible.
No. My best friend told me about a guy I was less friends with.
Gotcha.
Thank God, but he was same thing. Like he was like, fucking getting hammered. Playing golf, trying to fight people, but then he got a girlfriend and he chilled the fuck out. It's like when you're single, you're just like you could end up in prison.
You constantly are tricking your brain into thinking like, if I get drunk, I will be the man and I will bring somebody home. Yeah. He was out golfing with the boys and he was still like, "There's cart girls."
Yeah,
I got a shot, dude.
So it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but I get it.
No, yeah, you'll just like self-destruct.
Dude, I had a dream last night that everything... It was so funny because in the dream, I was like, everything in my life is falling apart. But it was actual shit from my real life. But I just was not handling it well in the dream. And I was at my job and just started throwing my phone and trying to start throwing shit. And I woke up and I was like, ooh, I gotta address some stuff, I think.
Dude, I've had dreams like that.
I think I'm having a rough go.
I've had dreams from the MMA gym. Now, that's a crazy one.
Dude, I had a dream. That's why, like, when I woke up and you texted me that you wanted to do the podcast, I was like, I will be there because in the dream, you formed, like, you weren't you, but I knew it was you.
Yeah.
You know how that? And you, like, asked me for a ride, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can. And then you told me where it was, and in the dream, I was like, oh, I actually have to get home. And you were like, of course you fucking do this. And you left. And then I woke up and you texted me, like, can you do it? I was like, yes, dude, I'll do anything you want.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've just been letting you down.
Yo, it's fine.
Well, segment 2, we're back.
Listen, yeah, dude, all right.
Yeah, I gotta, can you see, is it, like, super red right there?
No,
I have one of those
not too
pimples
bad.
that I can't feel. It's like in between.
Oh, I hate that shit.
It's like dead in the middle of the skin of my nose.
Those things drive me crazy.
It hurts so bad. Yeah. But, I was going to talk about my car. Let me tell you about my car situation.
All right, lay it on me.
So, as you know, I've been driving around this great state of ours for about 4 months with an expired...
Well, it's good that you just... If you're on the highway, it'd be a whole other issue.
Yeah, no, I'm on the highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm on the throughway, dog, with the cameras and everything.
You live 2 minutes away from your job.
No, I'm talking about, like, doing gigs and shit.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, you've been on the road.
No, you're right. Yeah, well, and... Dude, it happens every year. As soon as my my inspection expires, I'm always like, all right, next week I'll get it done, but like I have this going on, like I don't have time this week. And then I just get used to like being nervous while I drive.
Yeah.
So I would just be driving to gigs like, oh, this one starts at 7. Okay, it'll be dark by the time I leave my job, so they can't see that the sticker is.
Oh, really?
You know? Yes, I'm a piece of shit.
That's so funny. It adds some danger to it. You're like a fucking.
I think I do have like an addiction to adrenaline, but I also hate it because I remember reading something that like if you're always late to think, it's because your brain is like, if you leave a little later, it'll be exciting because you'll be nervous.
That's a mental illness.
It is. Oh, for real. Yeah. Yeah, my brain's
make yourself late.
Yeah, it's demons. But yeah, so my car and then my heat. So for a while I didn't care. I was like, I'll pay the ticket if I get it, whatever. And I kept being like, all right, I'm gonna schedule an appointment, and then then my the blower fan in my car stopped working. So no heat, can't defrost, and then it started getting cold as hell. So I had to cancel. I had to cancel a gig in Syracuse because you couldn't
have borrowed your girlfriend's car?
At the time, her car was more fucked up than mine. She just got a new one. So now
she sabotaged that shit.
Yeah, dude.
She's like, you're not going to Syracuse.
Well, I think what she had like for a while she would offer for me to borrow her car, but she had a missing headlight, or like the headlight was out, and then she went over her inspection. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to
so you two are just both degenerates.
Our house is just cat shit. It's brutal. No, but so I'm exaggerating a little bit, but she, so I finally made an appointment. Because I talked to my coworkers, there's a place down the street. So I was like, okay, I can drop it off there, walk to work, and then go pick it up. So the appointment was Monday at 8 a.m. At 7:50, I get in my car, and it doesn't start.
Oh, my God.
So I had to get AAA to come tow my car to the mechanic. I'm 3 hours late to work because... Dude, it took so long for the tow truck to get there.
Bro, you have the same excuses as like a crackhead dishwasher.
I know. And then I'm like, should I be recording everything I do so they know it's not made up? And then, the guy he has to do all this crazy shit. This is what's so annoying. I bought this car when I lived with you because I was so sick of I remember having this conversation with you. I'm like, I'm getting a new car. I'm going into financial, just hell because I'm so sick of having to take my shit car in to get like old ass shit fixed.
Maybe just buy a beater.
Well, all right, that leads me to my next one. So I got this car. There's been no problems for like 5 years, and so the guy that's picking up my car, the AAA guy, he like can't get my my e-brake to turn off because it's not like a pull thing. It's like an electronic.
Dude, they did too much. Yeah. There's too much tech in cars.
I could not agree more.
Foolish.
It's crazy. Wait till you hear the rest of this. So he has to like do some shit I've never seen before. He like pops something up, and anyways, he gets my car. While he's getting my car onto the tow bed, I have like this old guy that lives across the street that like, he's either like a really nice guy or a serial killer. You know, one of those guys where you're like, you never really see him. When you do see him, he's like, hey, how are you?
The old man from Home Alone.
Yes. Dude looks just like him. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm out there. I'm like having the worst morning of my life. He comes up to me, he goes, hey, I've never introduced myself. And I don't remember his name because I was like, what? Like, so okay. Confused. And then he starts asking the AAA driver, he's like, hey, when you're done here, I got a job you might want to have, like, blah, blah. And that's
not how it works.
What was so annoying is the AAA driver was interested. He was like, oh, okay, hell yeah. And I'm like, bro, I gotta go to work. I'm wearing dress shoes. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
He came over to talk shop. Yeah. That is such a dad thing.
It is.
Like, growing up, anytime there were, like, contractors on the street, like, neighbors' houses and shit, my dad would go up and, like go up to the work truck and, like, just talk about...
Yeah, there's that meme where there's just guys with their hands on their hips, whatever, and there's any construction going on. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah. My dad was the same way. Like if there was a car pulled over, my dad, my dad's the reason... There's traffic all the time because everyone's like, oh, when there's an accident, people are... I'm like, yeah, but who's looking that long? My dad will like come to a stop and be like, what's going on?
Where's the blood and guts?
Like asking questions.
Yeah.
But
is there any decapitations? What's the drama?
How old was she?
Were they Christian?
Crude. Yeah, were they... I got a book they could read.
That's why you gotta pray, son. You never know.
For real, that's like genuinely has happened. We've seen like a terrible car accident. My dad said.
Yeah. I just sucked in some air and I just feel a cavity in my mouth. It's devastating. I'm so mad at myself.
Bro, that's right now my life is car and teeth. That's the only two things.
Dude, when your car falls apart and your teeth fall apart, it's such a telltale sign that things are not going well.
That's why I'm having these crazy dreams because it's like everything is falling apart.
So your car doesn't start. Your neighbor distracts. He keeps you waiting later.
Yeah. So then he got my car loaded up, and then I just start giving him directions to where we were going. And he was like, oh, wait, didn't that guy want it to... And I was like, yeah, it's too... Whatever. He missed out. Because I'm like, fuck that guy.
Don't you go through dispatch, man? Yeah. What the fuck? Are you freelancing?
I think he was, like, trying to pick up side gigs. Which respects to the grind, I guess. But I don't have that bone in my body. But So then they take my car to the mechanic. And then, like, halfway through the day, I get a call. And I'm like, hell yeah, I can go pick up my car already. And they're like... hey, we can't even move your car. The Mazda computer has like a network block, so we can't get in to even like release the e-brake or do it, which annoyed me because I'm like, well, the AAA guy had the same problem, but then he did something manually.
But also, aren't you the Mazda fucking dealership?
No. It was just like a mechanic, like a regular mechanic. Oh. So they're telling me they're like. Yeah, like we don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to take it to the Mazda dealer itself because we can't get into the network.
Computer issue.
So then I'm like, fuck. So I gave it like a day to just be like, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, because I was just like,
it's already a stressful enough day.
What, dude? Because then I already thought it was gonna be expensive as hell.
Yeah.
So then I like started thinking about it, and I was like, well, my car didn't start. And then I asked my dad, like, how many years do car batteries last? And he's like 3 to 5. And my car is 5 years old. I've never gotten the battery. So I'm like, my battery's probably just dead. So I called the mechanic, and he was like, yeah, so what do you want to do?
The AAA didn't try to jump it?
He did try to jump it. Well, this is why it was in my head. I'm not that smart. He tried to jump it, and he was like, ooh, it didn't like that. He was like, you might want to get the battery replaced soon or something. Like, he thought something was wrong. But he didn't know I hadn't had it replaced. So then I call the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you want to do? You know, we can't have your car in our lot." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get it towed to Mazda, but before I do, would you mind checking, like, test the battery and see if it needs a new one?" And then the guy like lights up, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's why, like, it's not like blah, blah." And I'm like, "Why? Pay me,
Shouldn't
dude."
there be some realm of disbelief? You know, like, shouldn't there be like some smoke and magic when it comes to this shit?
Pretend you know more than me.
Yeah.
And I know nothing about cars, dude. Absolutely. All I know is the battery makes it turn on.
Yeah. I was kind of to be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude. I see that so much with like.
It's crazy.
Always with the dish machine. The dishwashers are always broken. The machines are always broken at work. It's like, it's always just like some random like busboy knows how to, like they bring in like.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, they bring in plumbers and shit.
Yeah.
No one knows. And just like, just some weird country guy. Just like,
guys,
yeah.
You've never seen him at your job before, but he has a name tag. You're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
He's like, I know it's
Like his fingertips are always dirty.
Fingertips being dirty and that's it is so gross. That might be the grossest body part to be.
It's like
if your whole hand's
you're
dirty,
so hands
that's
on.
fine.
Yeah,
it's like, why are the tips?
We can't take some time to wash
You're just
it.
grabbing things.
Yeah. There's this one dishwasher named Jesus Christ. What was his name?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, he or Noah or some shit. But he was always dirty. Like his clothes were always dirty, and he was. He never brushed his hair. He's just like a dirty kid. He's just a dirty kid.
I want to be that guy so bad. I don't know how
just
they
to not
tolerate
give a
it.
fuck.
Yeah, like how do you tolerate leaving the house like that?
Like, yeah, and like his only job was to wash the dishes, and you get so frustrated.
Dude, I had sweatpants on before I left, and I was walking out the door, and I was like, I'm not this guy. Like, I had to put pants on, and I don't know why that is. Like, I want to be like that guy way more. Sorry, go on.
What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, car trouble. Well, my car doesn't lock.
It doesn't lock?
Yeah, like it's a computer issue, like what you got,
dude. It's inferior. Oh wait, let me.
Oh yeah,
finish.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So so the guy replaces my battery, and then he calls me back, and he goes, "All right, good news is your car turned out like we still can't get into the system, but we drove it around, like it works." And I was like, okay. And then I was like, does the heat work? Because I thought maybe that's why my heat stopped working. I was like, maybe there's no problems with my car. And he was like, no, the heat's not working. So then I had to go pick up my car, pay $200 for the new battery. He like knocked off some money for that.
Labor.
Yeah. And then, so then I drive it home. Oh, this was the other thing. I called Mazda to have my car, like when I thought I was going to have it towed. And they're like, the earliest we can get you in is a month from today. And I was like, what the fuck? So I pick up my car and I'm like, I'm just going to keep driving my illegal car until then, I guess. So then I'm driving home and my fucking heat turns on. And I was like, yes, dude. It was the battery. So, but then the next day I was like, let me just log on to Mazda's website and see if I can like trick them. So, because they have you can set up an appointment on the website. Mm-hmm. And before I was telling them what was wrong with my car, this time I just said I need an inspection. And they're like, oh, we can get you in on Tuesday. And I was like, you're going to find a couple problems when you get it, but whatever.
At least you'll know what else you got to pay for.
Yeah. Or it was Monday. So then, or no, it was whatever. It was Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days. So then I had an appointment this past week. I take my car in, and when I signed up for the appointment, I said I need a loaner car because I had to go to work, and the appointment was at 8:25. I got to be to work at 8:30. So I take my car there. I asked for he was like, "Are you just gonna wait here?" And I was like, "Well, I asked for a loaner," and he's like, "Oh, we don't do that for appointments this short." And again, in my head, I'm like, this ain't going to be a short appointment, dude. I know you think it is.
My car might be totaled.
Yeah, you might have it here a couple weeks. Like, so then I was like, oh, really? Like, okay. And then I was like, he was like, it'll be like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I sat in that fucking waiting room 3 hours. So now I'm 3 hours late to work again. Again.
Oh, dude, you must have some sort of blackmail on your boss because it's great. Are you like?
Well, that's why I couldn't podcast this week because I had to work till fucking 7 p.m. to make up for hours.
You're like one of his children born out of wedlock or something.
I truly don't get it either, to be honest. But yeah. So then
you're the dishwasher at the restaurant.
Yeah.
In the business world, you're just the dirty, grimy kid.
I'm just spiritually grimy. I just show up like, I'm here. What the hell does it matter to you?
I'll be damned if I don't see myself in him, though.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think my boss is like, that's who I was before I had a kid. What he doesn't realize...
dude, when you have a kid, it either goes... I think it's like that. Like
you either leave for milk or you're
just, I'm out.
Yeah,
abandoned. That sucks.
Yeah, but so... anyways, so that I sat there for 3 hours. Then the guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, I'm sorry if they just can't get the one light to go out, like the check engine light to turn off. If it takes any longer, I'll give you a loaner car." So then it was like 3.5 hours, and he's like, "All right, I'm just gonna give you the loaner car." And he was like, "I'm sorry, I should have just given it to you in the beginning." And I'm like,
"Bro,
don't tell me that.
Where's the professionalism?"
It was crazy. But I will...
Does he know this
is going to end up being a glowing review for Mazda. Because what they do is, while they inspect it, they take a video of like what they find wrong, and they send it to you. And then it takes you to a link that like allows you to check what you want them to... like instead of a guy being like, "Oh, your filter needs to be replaced. Do you want to replace that?" You just get to. You don't have to like argue.
Oh,
you get to just.
Oh, like a kiosk at like McDonald's,
which was very nice because it also showed you if you needed it to pass inspection or if it was just like.
I would love to be to avoid that confrontation. Where they're like, "You really should fix this."
Yeah, no, because I also don't really know what they're saying, so I'm like, wait, are you saying I need this?
I always feel like such a bitch when I go get my car worked on.
So they cut that out of it. So I ended up, I only got like $200 of work done. So now we're at $400 total, which isn't. I thought it was going to be like $12,000.
Yeah,
or not $12,000, $1,200.
Yeah.
And so then they gave me the loaner car, bro. I drive from Henrietta to my work. It's like 15 minutes. I pull into the parking lot 3.5 hours late to work, and they call me and they go, "Hey, your car's ready. Sorry." I was just like, bro, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
You may listen. Karma works in mysterious ways. I say this as a friend. You may have had this coming.
Yeah, no, you're right.
One way or another.
As I'm telling the story, I did trick them into spending hours on my car. The least I could do is drive a little bit out of my way. But yeah, but then I got my car back, and the heat is working on the way home, dude. I was playing Freebird. I felt so good.
Yeah.
But the fucking fan in my car is like, it's loud as fuck.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I don't know.
Like a motorboat?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, whatever. And then the other day on the way from home from work, it stopped working again. So I'm like, all right, I guess, I don't know.
Oh, really?
So the heat, it worked on the way
also,
over
how can you see out of your windshield?
That's the thing is, there was days where I had to wear like winter gloves and just keep wiping it as I drove.
Dude, it's brutal. The roads are so dangerous.
And it was like 16 degrees one morning. I was driving to work, just like huge vape clouds of my breath, just trying to wipe. Oh, it's terrible.
That's what bro.
That was a boring story.
Rochester, New York, bro. You won't get pulled over in the wintertime. You can drive super fucking
in the
shitty.
city. I had a cop friend tell me that. They were like, unless you're like doing something wrong, like if you're just driving a bad car, or like she actually told me, if you're driving drunk in the city, the only way you'll get a DUI is if like you're doing something wrong. Yeah, like you crash, you're like flying down the road.
Stupid shit.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. All right, we'll start a new clip after that one. Do you remember which one was mine? Am I one?
Yeah.
What matters is we got together.
We did.
Sorry, we were having more fun in between takes.
Yeah. I know it sucks that like the funniest things we've said have been between takes, but it's because it's so personal. And
dude, the pimple on my neck was mildly annoying, right?
Let me see it. Ooh.
But
are you sure that's a pimple?
Oh, it's a cancerous tumor.
No, well, it just doesn't look like it's like forming.
You're like, it's really freakish. And
well, it could be. I'm not saying this like you're gross because it's happened to me. I had a like staph infection, and you go to those mats.
I shower.
No, I know. So did I. Dude, they told me I got it from being in a shared shower, like
from doing a podcast with a gross kid.
No, I had MRSA in college. Did I ever tell you about that? Do you know what MRSA is?
Is that a disease from the Old Testament? Like leprosy?
Genuinely, I think yes. But it's a staph infection, like a skin infection that looks like a pimple, and then there's like a red line that follows your vein. And that's when I went, like, I called my mom. I was in college, and I took a picture, and she's like, I don't know, I would probably go to the health center just in case. And then this red line started to form, and it got like up to here. If it gets to your heart, you die. And MRSA means it's the M stands for some sort of medicine resistant stat. So like they have to give you special medicine because normal medicine doesn't. So it used to like kill people all the time. And I got that.
So you're watching a really fucked up game of Caterpillar.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what it was. I was like, God damn, this like rash is spreading. And little did I know, like, it was the only time in my life I immediately went to the doctors. And I wasn't even like worried. I was just like, I guess I'll go. And I look back at that like, I don't know what made me just go straight to the doctor. Yeah. And yeah, I had to go on like some weird antibiotics. And they said it was because I was showering in like a gross shower and my towel. I had my towel like on the bench of the locker room before I dried off, and they're like, "Yeah, that probably did it." There's wrestlers.
Oh yeah, them greasy boys.
It's big in the wrestling community.
Yeah, dude. College dorm life is gross, bro.
It is. It
really is
horrifying.
It really is. I remember I was dated a girl who went to college, and I went visiting.
Sick.
On fucking bro, listen, Valentine's Day weekend, but I don't want to sound sexist, but these two, my girlfriend and her roommate or her dorm mate, they share a room.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't like each other, but it's
they never do.
So
imagine two girls living in one room.
Yeah. So, but what? You know what she does? She's like, oh yeah.
I'm poking holes in her comments.
She said, I'm having two friends stay with me in this little dorm room. So it was just me, my girlfriend at the time. We don't speak. She's married. Right, so, but yeah. That's so funny. I was thinking of writing a bit where it's like one of my favorite directors died, and we watched his movies, and I was thinking about reaching out to my ex-girlfriend being like, first of all, congratulations on your marriage.
First of all, hammered. First of all,
congratulations on your marriage. So happy.
Very happy.
Did I say gay marriage?
I knew you'd find the one. I always knew you'd find the one.
So, and then her roommate and her two friends, bro. There was no sitting. It was like a tenement house. I was pissed, bro.
Wait, did she? Can I ask what college she went to? Because I think I have a very similar
Syracuse.
Story. Dude, I have an almost identical story from that. What if it was the same dorm room? Did it look like a toilet? Was it that?
No,
there's one that they call like the toilet dorm because it's like
the staircase. Yeah.
And then there's like a back to it.
Yeah, it's up the hill. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because the same thing happened to me, and then we went to like the common room, which is like there's where the kitchen and shit are, and we were just on a couch under a blanket banging, and somebody came in. And we just acted like we were snuggling watching a movie. She's riding me.
Isn't it crazy that people your age, like 40 or 60 years ago, were dying in Vietnam? And you're just playing hide the pickle in the fucking in a dorm room. Hide the pickle. Fuck! I gotta do my homework.
And the person, it was like a girl that came in, and I remember being like, "That girl's kind of hot," and she was kind of like, she wasn't disgusted. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then was just like. And walked away, and I was like, "Get in here, bitch!" I'm getting kicked out of the room.
You hold the blanket up.
Yeah. You found the pickle.
Well, it's like okay. It'd be one thing. Would it be one thing if she was like, "My boyfriend is staying for Valentine's too." That'd be understandable. Her two random friends.
She just wanted to cock block.
No, she wanted to be passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Because they were frenemies.
That's what they do, dude.
Dude,
girls.
dude, and like my roommates are at the time my best friends because it's like I didn't think it's just like a guy thing to be like whoever's in your like vicinity, like those are your best like tight.
Well,
you know what I mean?
No, but the problem is girls. It doesn't matter, and this isn't sexist. I've run this by every girl I've ever been friends with. If they live together, they hate each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're best friends.
Yeah.
And honestly, with guys too, like when you living with people makes you realize like, oh, I love this person. I hate the way they live.
With guys, it's like I want to fight this guy.
Yeah,
And you see him like chug a gallon of milk, and you're like, that's impressive.
He put his lips on the fucking mouth
toilet seat.
Yeah,
it's like who is anytime I work construction, it's like, oh fuck this guy, and then next you know like we're fucking singing to each other on the radio.
Yeah, well that's what girls will never understand is like guys will fist fight and then be friends after. And you're like, because that's what happens after you just let it out. Like instead of like these little fucking assignments you do on each other.
Dude, I remember we went to there's the original Funky Waffles in Syracuse. I got the pulled pork waffle.
Ooh. I missed that place.
Yeah, dude. It's but like think about it.
Open mic.
The pulled pork is only for one item on the menu. Probably not a very popular one.
Right.
So that's probably old as fuck.
There.
Yeah. You're not supposed to order obscure shit off the menu like
late, right?
Yeah, like anything out of season. But like pork is always in season, I guess. But like what I'm saying is like that's like a very niche menu item. They probably don't really cycle out too much.
That's a critical young man mistake.
Yeah, because I want something savory. You know what I mean? Something to fill me up.
Yeah, you go, I'm going to drive home drunk. I'm going to need some pork in me.
Well, we went in the daytime, but dude, the thing is, I kept farting so much. My girlfriend thought it was funny. She was like, she found it very funny.
Same. Oh, wait. You're talking about Syracuse fucking waffles.
Separate. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Separate instances. But,
Sorry,
but the same roommate, dude, she came in. The dorm was hot. Was hot boxed with farts, dude.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
She came in and she was like,
but that's great because her roommate's friends had to deal with that.
No, this is a different whole other
sorry,
situation. Different visit.
I got all fucked up. You said fucking waffles. I went back to Rochester and then I had to transfer back.
I've had way better experiences at the Rochester fucking waffles. That was a crazy open mic, bro.
It was
great because it started late, so you could go to Boulder first.
It was the best open mic.
In the summertime, it was nice because
you
could just wear a t-shirt out and like they weren't the best friends, but they were friends.
And it was the worst open mic crowd of all time. Yeah, but I
at least Sam Bloomquist would go a few times. Yeah, you know,
and I credit that open mic with getting used to bombing because even if there's no way to like kill there. There was literally musicians waiting to get on stage after us.
We were literally in the way.
Yeah, so like, but you were also on this huge stage. Like it was like a theater stage. Like it was like you were performing this huge venue, and then there's just 10 people being like, "All right,"
and the music host, I forgot his name, but he was pretty much just like he's a really chill guy, but you could tell that he was not into this comedy shit at all.
I remember that guy. Do you remember when him and Chris Hasenauer like almost fought?
Of course.
Yeah, that was so. It made me so proud of Chris because I was like, oh yeah, comedians, we're good at talking shit. Yeah. Because the guy, I was like, oh shit, Chris is gonna get like, because the guy was kind of slick, and he was like, well, this was on stage. They both had a microphone, and he was like, talking to Chris. He was like, well, I got about a foot on you. And everyone was like, oh, shit. And Chris was like, not where it matters. And everyone was like, oh, shit. It was crazy. And then you saw that kid, the guitar guy, get all like red, like just be like, all right, well, let's bring up the next guy. Like, who cares? I was like, yes, dude.
Dude, yeah. Musicians and stand-up comedians. Oh, actually, Chris Hasenauer was a musician, too.
Yeah, I think that's why he was comfy. He was just like, I don't care.
He's like, I can shred on the guitar.
Yeah, he was like, give me that thing.
That's the only thing I want to learn on guitar. The little thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You remember when Matt McCusker did that? I was like, that's all. That's
what learning guitar is.
That's all it's for. Is just one time you get put on the hot seat and you go.
Dude, I want to be a guitar comic so bad.
You should, dude. I really support that.
Dude, I'd be a great guitar comic. I could see you
sitting on that.
Yeah, just writing jokes about sex.
Yeah, sitting on a cock because I'm gay.
Sitting on a cock because I'm gay.
Yeah. You remember that from? It was God. I keep bringing up other people's stuff, but on HBO there was it was called Talking Funny. I think it was Jerry Seinfeld, Ricky Gervais.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Louis C.K. and Chris Rock, and Louis was talking about how he was like, there's open mic comedians that never went anywhere. Like, they probably quit the next year, but they have bits that, like, they remember till this day. And Louis said he walked in one time and there was a guitar comic and all he heard was, sitting on a cock 'cause I'm gay. Fantastic. Dude.
Genius.
Out of the park.
All right. What am I grateful for? Let's see. I'm trying.
This time of year it gets tough.
Yeah. Yeah, the time that was great.
It does though, dude.
Yeah, it really does.
Look out the goddamn window, dude. A gray house and grayer skies.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm grateful for was it 4 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste. Is it 5 senses?
Yeah, yeah, because 6 sense.
Yeah. Oh,
that's how I remember it.
Oh yeah.
6 sense. I go, ooh, that's an extra.
Hearing.
Yeah.
And all my 4 limbs.
That's good.
It's grateful for that.
That's when you know you're having a bad time, when you start being thankful.
When you have to retract to your body, just being grateful of your body.
To be a human.
Yeah.
I still got it, dude.
I got a chance.
No, I know, dude. I tried to do a like gratitude journal once, and after day 2, it was like, I'm glad I can stand up.
I'm glad my mom let me borrow money and not return it because I'm such a fucking loser. I can't hold on to money. Yeah. Like, the reason I'm grateful is because I need to get bailed out of every situation because I'm not an adult.
Because I'm a piece of shit.
Something I'm looking forward to. I don't know, just getting high after work. I don't fucking know.
By the way, this is what people want to hear. Yeah. They don't want to hear what we're actually looking forward to. Yeah. No, they do. They want to hear what we're actually looking forward to. Dude,
I live like a teenager, bro. My life is a 17-year-old's life. I smoke weed and I jerk off all day. I go to my like working in a kitchen.
Well, as somebody that has been thrust into the opposite, where I go to an office job and I come home and cook dinner for my sweetheart.
Yeah.
I miss living like that so much. And like, if I didn't love my girlfriend, I would go back to that immediately.
Oh yeah. Like, it's kind of where you're supposed to go when you're kind of lost a little bit.
Yeah, dude. When we were at the mic on Tuesday, I wanted another drink so bad, and I was like, all right, it's like 9, or 10, whatever. I should go home after work in the morning. And then I went home and I was like, God damn it, dude. That's when it got fun. It used to be fun when you got done with your set and then would hang out with everyone. But then also nobody hangs out.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be. And then something I want to improve on. Being better at the podcast, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that should be both of ours every week.
I didn't go to the gym today because my feet hurt.
Get your neck checked.
Oh yeah, pop the pimple.
Yeah, well maybe not. I don't know.
Is that bad?
No, it's
Sean. That's so funny that you're like
I'm sorry. I just had a traumatic experience. It's not. It's probably just a pimple. It doesn't look bad at all.
I need to have more people come over because you came over. You're the first guest. It's you and this other guy that comes over.
Like, your house smells like dude.
And they're like, "What's that pimple on your neck?" Am I like in a college dorm?
No. Here's all it is I got a disease on my leg that almost killed me that they said is like a wrestler thing. Yeah. You're going to a wrestler gym, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably a pimple. It doesn't look bad, but it's very red.
Yeah.
And that's what it was when I had it.
Shit. I got to switch my laundry. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, let me...
give me your... What are you
grateful for? A working car. It's nice. Sometimes the heat works, and that's a little treat. I'm looking forward to the spring. This shit sucks. It's dark, and stinky outside, and slushy, and it's gonna be 16 degrees this week. Did you know that?
Oh,
fuck. And what did I say? Grateful. We're looking forward. Improve on genuinely my memory, because every week while you're going, I have to go. I have to say it in my head, and I still forgot. And like on stage, I constantly forget jokes.
Oh, it's so bad. There's so many funny things. I'm like, I'm going here specifically to talk about this.
Yep.
And I forget to fucking do it. I'll have the notebook in my hand and I won't fucking say it.
Yeah, no, that's what happened to me.
I need more time. I need 10 minutes.
At the mic on Tuesday, I was just like, what was that?
10 minutes is the perfect time to practice stuff.
It is. That's why I
do much better with a 10-minute set than I do with a 5-minute set.
Well, that's why I like using like bar shows like open mics. Now, the problem is you get booked on one of those once every month. So then if you only do that, you become me, which is not going to, just not going to open mics.
Yeah.
And you're like,
but then you go to open mics to get shit on. But
and then they're like, you don't come to the open mics.
You're better than us. I'm like,
yeah, this sucks.
I have a job and a girlfriend.
Yeah,
what?
this all sucks. You guys know it sucks. I'm here now, so
suck it.
So suck it. Also, yeah, I just want to get out of it. We've talked about this many times, but just there's nothing exciting in the city for us anymore.
During our Scarface era, we kind of hit the top of the ladder. We've seen...
Yeah, like my girlfriend will want to go out to dinner, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I know somebody that worked there, and they hate me, so we can't. Like, it's like just hell, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's a small town, man.
It is. It's
a small town.
But at least we're still fat and doing
Yeah, dude. Anytime I skip a workout, I feel so fat.
Wait, hold on. Let me do this as the closing. If anybody's listening to this, tell me what you think about this for a theme song. Shit. Fuck. Yeah. Where is it?
Leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. Hold on. Where the fuck did it go?
Tell us what you think.
Was it I thought this was going to be really quick. My bad. No, I thought I'd... Oh, God, dude. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's okay.
Anyways.
Just want to say thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We got fat.
We got fat.
I can't find